Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. That clip intro you heard right there was a mixture of Ward 21. Ward 21 is a group of music entertainers, producers, singers that were at the top of the list in the 90s. Alright, so, but that's not what we come to talk about today. Today we come to talk about the story that landed in the Star, but not only the Star, a lot of other places carry it as well, but I'm going to share it with you. So, after the dancehall artist and producer Rumblood calls an entertaining Friday evening on the streets of Los Angeles, California on November 29th, he woke up in jail, in a jail cell the next morning. Ronaldo Evans, the artist's given name, was arrested by police on the 77th Street Community Police Station when a vehicle that he was a passenger in was pulled over and searched. Illegal firearms were also recovered from that same vehicle. I've heard differently. I heard he was standing outside the vehicle close to the venue where the party was being held, and he reached into the vehicle, and as he reached into the vehicle, the police came down on the vehicle and searched up the vehicle. Anyway, it's not a good thing to find yourself in the United States of America, right? And I've spoken about this on many occasions before. Matter of fact, over here at SouFLoTV, I'm one of them that say, if you're in the United States of America and you're here legally and you don't have a criminal record, especially if you're in one of those states that makes it okay for you to own a firearm, get your firearm. Get your legal firearm. That way, when you're caught up with the law, your firearm is in your possession legally, right? Alright, so anyway, as I reached into the vehicle, he said, as I reached into the vehicle, all I can remember is seeing beer lights a flash. Okay, so this may not mean that he was standing outside the vehicle reaching in, as someone else explained to me, because reading his story now, his alleged story, he says, as I reach into the vehicle, you know, we talk as Jamaican, as me reaching at the house. It didn't mean I was pushing my arm through a door or window and reaching into the house. It means as I physically walked into the house, got inside the house. So he said, as I reach into the vehicle, all I can remember is seeing beer lights a flash and the police around it. But because I was intoxicated, having been drinking champagne for most of the night, I only realized what happened when I wake up in jail. So in other words then, in the dumb drunk. We only hear them find guns in, me only hear them find guns in the car. I still haven't come to terms with the fact that they have me on felony charges because of the weapons found, he continued. I know right now a lot of people are saying, work permit or visa or whatever, am I gonna lose it? Maybe he has a green card, or maybe him even have citizenship. So the outcome of this, as far as immigration-wise goes, will depend on where he stands with those legal papers. Not so? So Rumblood, who is known as one of the founding members of the popular 1990s dancehall group Ward 21, said that he's disappointed with the turn of events. Having booking tickets to travel back to Jamaica this week to spend the Christmas holidays. He's going to have to cancel that. The party I was leaving that morning, Night of the Star, is one of the parties that I have hosted for the past 3 stagings. Of course, persons are speculating that it may even be a setup or whatever. Rumblood was released on $35,000 bail, and he spent 12 hours in lockup. He is to face a judge on December 27th. So, for now, I am just staying here where I am and I'm just praying for the best, he said, about trying to prove his innocence. Who does the guns belong to then? So, you know, sometime when you... Let me talk about this when we're done. The charges come at a time when Rumblood has been making moves on the international scene. He has been working with international star Safari over the past year, and he even showed up at an episode of the VH1's Love and Hip Hop series. He most recently collaborated with the single is called I'm Gonna Pray, and this was done with fellow dancehall artist Bugle, released approximately 2 months ago. Serves as declaration for how Rumblood is presently feeling. I am gonna pray. How ironic. I can only continue to keep positive and give God thanks because things could have happened differently. I am still very much focused on my music career and I just don't want anything to get in the way of this progress, is what he said. Now, if you don't remember them, Ward 21, they're a group of dancehall musicians and producers from Kingston, Jamaica, who chose their name based on the psychiatric ward at the University Hospital of the West Indies in Kingston. And the group produced hit dancehall rhythms like Bada Bada, Da Joint, Belias, and Volume, as well as hit singles like Haters and Judgment Day. They formed in the late 1990s, and originally they had 4 members. So there was Cunley McCarthy, Andre, Suku, Gray, Mark, Mean Dog Henry, and Ronaldo Rumblood Evans. They've been all over the world, and they've played shows in many parts of Europe and other places. Belgium, the Netherlands, Germany, Switzerland, Ireland, Romania, all these other places, Italy, Spain, you name it. They've been there. So they had their time in the limelight, you know what I'm saying? And he was still very much involved in the music world and out here making big moves. Now, somebody says, Destiny Walker says, this habit of practice of drinking so much alcohol where you become unaware of what is happening around you is too prevalent among Jamaicans. It is even worse when you are in a country that they don't really want to have you there. People stop doing things to themselves or putting yourselves in situations that you cannot control. Right now, me not shed no tears for the brother ya. Who want bun me can do it. However, if him spread in bed, that him have to go sleep in and now. Paul Campbell said, well, sir, plead not guilty and make sure your fingerprints were not on those firearms. Secondly, get a lawyer and advice from the U.S. consulate or the Jamaican embassy up there. Also, call the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Jamaica and tell them your situation. Enough said, and blessings to you. I don't know all that would I do still because you know them people are not talk to you unless you're highty-tighty or you have one big name lawyer. So anyway, Destiny Walker said, you're lucky you give him advice. Me not go on no party where guns are likely to be present and drink so much that me don't know what are going around me. Him good to go prison because only God and the cops know what him did say to them when him under him liquor, or what him friends do, or which place the guns them when them see the police. Anyway, as I am ending this video right here, I'm going to say it like this. You see, sometimes, this person said they wouldn't go to a party where guns are likely to be there. Listen, that means that you won't go to no party then. Because there's likely to be guns everywhere nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I've seen many situations already. This brings back to mind again when my grandmother said how she said, don't make your friend them carry go places that you can't carry yourself come back from. Right? So I've seen situations where a young guy is riding in a car with a bunch of friends or people he thought was his friends, and the car is loaded. Yo, John, we'll come pick you up and carry go party already. And he's excited to be rolling in the BMW X6. And he's excited to be rolling with some big Tapanaris who, may I say, clothes and name brand, the car, a shock, the girls, them go crazy. It's things we do either in the entertainment industry or when it's time for while out and party a little bit and them thing there. Right? In all the midst of the festivities, I've seen in real life where people got caught up. Because when the police swooped down upon them and the police is saying, hey, we found 2 weapons in the car, 2 9mm pistols, both loaded, and we found a 1/4 kilo of cocaine, blah, 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 4 bags of weed, something, something. Everybody point them finger to the one person who didn't know a thing about what was in the vehicle. So we can only hope in his case that his friends are saying, nah, officer, it's our guns. It's mines. I know it's illegal, but it's still mines. He didn't even know it was there. That kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Was it his car? If it was his car and nobody else says it's their gun, then guess what? Them are gonna pin the gun upon him because of him vehicle and you supposed to know what's in the vehicle. If he's sitting, I know how they do it in Florida. If you're sitting in the passenger seat and when they search that vehicle, if the person who owns the vehicle or is driving the vehicle does not say that the gun found under the passenger seat is theirs, then you, the passenger who is sitting on top of that gun that is under the passenger seat, you're going to be charged with possession of that weapon as well. I just hope and pray for the best for this brother here. But let this be a lesson to all of us. And just like the person said earlier, I don't understand this whole going out in public and drinking to the point where you don't even realize what's going on around you. Police call him up, and carry him, go lock him up, And it's when him wake up in the jail cell, him really realize what I go on. Now, I've been out celebrating, partying, staggering drunk around Miami, Florida before, on more than one occasion, enjoying my life. But, I did it by myself, and me never ride in a nobody car. And then when I take a Uber or a Lyft or a taxi to get back to my destination because I didn't want to drive intoxicated, if them did find Uber, Lyft, gun in a that, it would have been for the driver. In other words, then, you have to make yourself safe or take measures to make yourself safe. That drink and drunk in a public, something that me over it though, now do it again. Anyway, people, like, comment, share, subscribe, leave your comments in the comment section below and tell me what you think about this one. Do you think that he's going to bite the dust on this one? Do you think that he's going to get off? Do you think that his friends are going to say the guns were theirs? Or do you think the guns do belong to him and him just try and make him way out of the situation right now? Talk up. I'm out. Peace.